Tick tock, and we are here right on time. 6 p.m. Salutations, class, and welcome back. Tonight we'll be beginning probably our most demanded game in a while. Maybe since Outer Wilds, and before that, I can't remember if we had anything that we had more than one person in our viewer base recommending. We'll be beginning Hades, which in spite of it being one of the most popular roguelikes of the past several years, actually know very little about. A number of my friends have been playing it, but since I knew I'd fall in love with this game, I've attempted to remain as blind as possible to it whatsoever. And I don't think we need much more of an introduction. Let's go ahead and get right in. I, of course, will need to do any first setup if there's much that needs to be done. So if there's still any little graphical setup.
Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale.
Welcome, Avid. I knew you were excited for this one. Ah, popping right in. Alright, simple enough. Ah, A is a dash button. Then we have what looks to be a number of different attacking buttons on X, Y, and B. Quite a few grabby hands in the sea around us. I assume we're going to need those. This is going to be one of those games with a minimal tutorial, I'd imagine. You can rebind the controls. Don't think we'll need to. Just trying to get used to all the buttons I need to hit first before we begin.
I'm leaving. Try and stop me.
Simple enough. I don't know if we need to do these fights or if we're just doing this to get a few extra trinkets here and there. I'm sure all will be explained in time, but simple enough. It actually is reminding me a lot of Dead Cells, but in a top-down perspective, rather than a platformer.
There she is. It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing.
Ahem.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
VTuber Sims rising from the depths. That's a good one.
That miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Kill all the enemies in order to proceed to the next room. Okay, so that is going to be like a lot of other roguelikes. How's the volume, by the way? Is it too quiet? It's a little quiet on my end, so I don't know how it is for y'all. Ah, here we go. I'll do with the dash, since I'm pretty sure we'll be doing that a lot.
Thank you.
Let's actually look at my audio levels just to double check. Ah, no, it doesn't seem very quiet on your end. No, looks very capable. And there's the usual squad. Welcome, Aaron and James. Yes, backseating is allowed for the most part. Do keep it a little bit light. I will gladly take advice, but usually I tend to not accept backseating in cases of if a game ever starts to really tick me off, which might eventually happen. Especially considering this is going to be a roguelike, which, for the first-time player, are going to be very difficult and frustrating games. That makes sense.
Wonder where I
So
can use this.
avoid any of the pedestals that have spikes on them. Pretty obvious traps.
I'm hurt. Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
And we'll figure out what all of these little sigils mean.
Don't get in my way.
So that's what those crystals are. They let us use the ranged attack. Noted. So for the rest of the time, we'll just be doing the melee attacks then. Looks like the Y button has an area of effect to it. Yeah, if you like the gameplay of Hades, Avid, I would highly recommend Dead Cells. It's very much in the same vein. And Kayla, welcome to everyone.
The cries of battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
As to be expected from the God of War himself. After a brief moment, victim takes a burst of damage. Think I'll go with this one, since as we get better we'll end up using a lot more of the area of effect attack there.
They absorbed my blow.
Oh, okay, that might actually end up being an issue. I'm gonna try to see if I can do, A for the dash, but I am used to the dodge button being B in Dead Cells, which I actually did play a little bit earlier to get the nerves warmed up. That's why you mentioned the rebinding. I should do well without it. I shouldn't need it.
The underworld's power. By my birthright.
Whatever the little purple means. Off to a good start so far, although we're now in one-hit wonder territory. Also, it might be a little bit better to just try to keep some focus on the game whenever we're actually in the middle of combat. At least until I'm, well, entirely familiar with the enemy tells. Though that one was a bit off-screen, it was a bit harder to see that one. Very well, that is less than 10 minutes into our very first death. As to be expected, roguelikes will do this to you. And I imagine this will be one of those games that technically requires you to lose to progress. Sort of like how in Rogue Legacy, you can only make your character stronger after you die and use all the stuff you obtained from the previous cycle. Not too bad for a first run. Well, thank you.
To the House of Hades, where
It's to be expected for someone who's used to a lot of action roguelikes like this.
well, don't be sad though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Some of us more than others.
Doesn't require you to lose to progress, but it rewards you for it.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
Really sure he's gonna be the final boss. That's how these sort of games work. You have to fight your dad.
Do not despair, child.
Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. You made contact with the goddess Athena. She shall be true to her word.
All my friends simp for this character. Which, to be fair, it's completely justified, but I have seen a lot of this girl.
I believe it, Nix. I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
The risk is not to me. I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
Yes, we are.
Then go.
I get your point, Avid. And yeah, I do have a lot of experience with dead cells, so I will be more familiar with that. Unfortunately, I have seen some friends reach the final boss, so I already know, or at least, even among the rest of their discussions, I already know that Hades is the final boss, although I'm expecting there to be some sort of a twist. You've technically already spoiled to me that there's 2 phases as well.
Night and darkness guide me.
Are these just for this run, or permanent? Don't answer that. Anything that allows me to compensate for my mistakes is welcome.
Okay. That's going to take more keys. There we go. Coronacht, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death.
Over here.
What the?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so we hold this one down. We can change where we're aiming. Nah, it's a pretty common trope, Avid, to have bosses have multiple phases. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, every boss in Dead Cells does that too. So nothing to worry about. Now where are we going?
I can do this. First get past the wretched shades of Tartarus. Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg.
Farthest chamber
Flame
reached
must be just
7.
Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that...
No, I don't want story spoilers, because this is going to be one of few roguelikes that does have a highly invested story. So I would like to leave as much of it unspoiled as possible. Not trying to backseat too hard. I understand. This is a game you're passionate about. You're fine. And every weapon has their own moveset. Yeah, this is literally just Dead Cells, but top-down instead of a platformer. So if you're a fan of one, I'd highly recommend the other.
You've returned.
Also, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, you can pet the dog, of course.
Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
And which way are we going? I assume it's over here. But I'll wander aimlessly for a bit. I don't know if this is just more of the upgrade room stuff, or...
Hey,
What if Greek mythology was real? We probably wouldn't have survived the modern age. Ah, here we go. This looks like our way back in. Amen. Here we go.
Thunder. Is that...
Let me guess. Zeus, my boy.
Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings there, young man.
Ah, of course.
Your father
Very happy to see
rather
him.
difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Now, y'all know how much I love lightning elemental attacks. Let's see here. Your cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces between foes. I'm going to assume the purple rarity one is going to be slightly better, or at least a more specific function. Probably not much help for a single target. Ah! Even without any other secondary targets, it looks like it deals a little bit of extra damage. Welcome, Queen of Rodents. How you doing? James, could we get a shout out for Queen of Rodents? I saw her streaming just a moment ago, before I started my own stream. Okay, easy enough.
That's something. Thank you.
More of the purple stuff. Help me out in any future rooms. I see a blue trident there, so I'm going to assume there's something involving our buddy Poseidon around here. Perhaps another boon.
Always come back.
He's using cover quite intelligently.
Trident.
Yep, it's ya boy.
It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Higher rarity means the effect is better, so if it normally adds 10% damage, the rare might be a 12% increase. So it is just a flat upgrade then.
You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
He's got fun-loving dad vibes. I mean, he did say he was the uncle, of course, but... We'll probably be away from most of our opponents using a ranged attack, so I'll go for the one that won't have much interaction with the dash. Since I think we'll be dashing with this less than when we had the, sword. He's 100% the cool uncle, as expected. See that combo there? I did full damage to the one at full health, and then the chain lightning finished the other guy off.
They're armored.
Not sure what other effect the armor has. I don't know if we have enemies flinching. Okay, so they do flinch if, they don't have the armor. Got it.
A palm of power.
Makes you wonder if other types of rodent royalty would be similar to Rat Kings. That's a bit of an uncomfortable image, but I wouldn't say it's entirely inaccurate. We're not fighting multiple enemies at the same time. I suppose it wouldn't be bad to up our special just in case. Easy enough. So far, I believe we're completely flawless with this weapon. Much easier to engage if you can stay at a distance. Loving the music. Almost too easy, I'd even say.
The one called Nyx. She is your mother, as I understand.
What are you? Hold on. What the? Scrunko's just,
We Olympians rarely consort.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but he just attacked the door stopper. And by the time I already turned around, he was somehow on the top of his cat tower. The one called... Oh, wait, no. This dialogue's already being read for us. I'm a bit too used to reading all of this aloud. I'll let the voice acting work for me. After you take damage, damage flows around you and briefly reflect. No, no, no. Not a bad idea. Inevitably, we will get hit. So we do that to make sure we don't end up in too much trouble.
Never been this far.
That's a weird cat. Oh, whoops. Darn, Scrunko interrupted my focus.
What do we have here?
More of the good purple stuff. We are given different rooms we can go through. I don't yet know what any of these icons would mean, so let's be off. Lots of people get flustered by the skeleton bombers, but I aced it. Nice to know I'm doing well for myself. So far, not bad at all. Is the chain lightning on the special or the regular attack? Yeah, it's on the regular attack. We have chain lightning this run on our standard attack here.
That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Indeedy do. This one, oh no. Let's see. I see what appears to be a couple of fruit here, so I assume this here would be our party boy in question once we get a boon from this room. It's definitely a lot easier to keep track of what is going on in this compared to later Dead Cells runs.
That's what you get.
You find that takes people a bit to juggle their special and their cast when new.
Power of Olympus.
We don't have anything buffing our cast though yet, I believe. Ah, a palm of power. So no, I thought that was gonna be, what's his face?
See.
The party god. I mean, I imagine that's useful. Oh, the trap, darn it. Oh, trap again. Some of these are a little hard to see. There we go. Armored down. It should be a lot easier to follow up. Okay, yeah, I'm autopiloting B to dash when I'm panicking again. I'll get used to it.
Right.
Oh, I should... Okay, noted. I take my drink before we go into the next room. Muscle memory should kick in eventually. The worst possible result is if it kicks in across different games with different binds. If it becomes an issue, I'll end up correcting that.
This can unlock something back home.
After all, it didn't take me too long to accept a completely different set of buttons in Guilty Gear.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? And I'll just have a look around.
I would like to see what other weapons we have available pretty quickly,
What's this?
just to get a feel for whatever my favorite style of
Present
combat
chamber
is.
lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the underworld prince's reckoning.
Well, of course I am, Abbott.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
I'm incredible, after all. Incredibilis, if you will. We still have never played, For Honor yet. It's been something I've been looking forward to a long time, but I don't know when to bring it up.
Come on, mate. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
Amen. Here we go.
Own heart. Hold it right there. You can't hurt me.
Au contraire, it seems like I'm doing just fine with that right now. Okay, so we're always going to have to deal with the other gremlins around here, it looks like. Noted. Starting to annoy me.
Blood and darkness. Here. You better run. Impossible.
Ah, what a shame. You were doing so well, too.
Alive and well.
Thank you for that hydrate, Kayla. Squishy fleshy sounds. Is this a health restore, or...
They got me.
I'm going to assume that's an upgrade for something later. Off we go. Alright, so far I'm having a riot. This would actually be something I'd look forward to playing multiple days a week, even. Or maybe doing it alongside other roguelikes. I kind of want to bring that back as part of the usual branding. Especially while we're on a little waiting period for the next set of Pokemon games to come out. Ah, that's a bit of health. Gemstones for house contractor renovations or for trade. Well, I do always like getting a bit of health restoration to compensate for my mistakes. Do you see why you've been trying to get me to play this? Oh, I already was looking forward to it. I just didn't know exactly when I wanted to fit it in. Ah, shame. We don't have enough gold for any of these.
This one.
So I'll just drop it all right here.
Heading up. Done.
No, I was absolutely looking forward to playing this for the longest time. My biggest worry would be that I'd get too addicted to it. Though luckily, I do have a lot on my plate right now, so... pretty sure I'm not going to end up in any troublesome situation where I get myself hopelessly addicted to this game and try to play it off-stream.
Expanse once lush and green.
Bloodbath is to purge boons you have to get gold in exchange. No standbullery. I'll try to keep track of all that's being told. Though, at this rate, it might be good just to... oh, wait, whoops. Well, for one, it might be good to not try to move around while talking. And two,
Bloodless.
I might be able to learn things pretty well solo. Loving the chain lightning. Okay, fire hazard. I imagine, yeah, we can dash over it flawlessly. Welcome, Usagi. Glad to see you. I was waiting to dash over the lava.
No, wait.
Did my attack not happen? I pressed X and nothing hit. Oh, well, I guess I have to hold it a little bit. Gotta get used to that again.
I'm home.
I get into the zone pretty easily, but then immediately if someone speaks up, I might get distracted. No worries.
It's usually
I'll
pretty
get used to
quiet
it.
keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else
Bow
came
needs to
through
be
just
charged.
earlier.
Okay.
You should have seen the look on my
A bit
face
too
when I
much
was
on the
in.
mental stack at one time.
Glad to keep things interesting.
Oh, hey.
Olympus knows of him, bestowing on him all their worthless blessings here within my realm. Our realm. Explain to me how exactly this is possible, Nix. Either your limitless power has considerably waned, or you are up to something.
Do not question my power, Hades. Your son was bound to be discovered the closer he came to the surface. The Olympians are pleased to know they have a distant relative and bid him welcome to their mountain. That is all. Their influence is very limited.
Blood and darkness. Do not speak to me about their influence. I've seen their influence firsthand. You've made a foolish mistake.
What magnificent facial hair.
You would speak to me of foolish mistakes. You cannot change the course that has been set. Try all you like.
Nix. Ah,
Alright, a lot to take in.
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
Treasure chests are worth more the faster you slay the foes guarding them. Not bad. I usually try to play patiently, though. That would be a bit contradictory to my playstyle.
A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Ah, so these are all things we can add to our future runs. Noted. I actually think that's one way that roguelikes are very capable of being very good tutorial games. Since they're expected to constantly be changing, with a bit of change to its own formula of change, you can slowly add in newer and newer mechanics to keep your players up to date and interested. Ah, lots of them here. We are currently unconcerned with
The
aesthetics.
other shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
Change the change the change the change indeed. That sound when Hades is angry is actually from a song in Bastion, which is a game I've had sitting in my Steam library for about, oh, what would it be? 7 years, I'd
Chambers
think.
of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
I don't know, this doesn't look that bad to me.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, is it?
Got a few books piled up here in the corner and maybe everything stuffed into the chests, but you can still see the floor. Ooh, not bad. One additional dash. Okay, I like that idea.
See you, Mira.
It's hard for you to go back to after Hades. I imagine it would have somewhat similar gameplay style, but a bit obsolete. Okay, yeah, I can definitely make use of that. We have only 2 keys.
Prestigious blade of the underworld. I need your strength.
Oh, would you look at that?
Ah, we can attack while dashing. Noted.
Nice
Bit of
place,
dialogue here.
Mario. Name's Skelly has it going, but enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist. Guess I'm already catching the vibe pretty well.
Whoops.
Yeah, I'd have a feeling he'd come right back.
Pretty good.
Ah, well, let's see. I'd say my room is actually slightly messier than his. I do have a little bit of cleaning up I could do myself. Nah, that would be the sarcastic response of quite a few people who were invited to beat someone up. I'm quite certain a lot of people would enthusiastically oblige.
Enchantments for my weapon.
Only 40 minutes in and I'm already out of tea. Restoring health, but we have much lower life. I actually quite like that idea. It's reckless. You know what? Let's give it a try.
Yes, wherever you may be right now. Thank you.
I like that high-risk sort of strategy. Oh, you meant the sass. Well, indeed, definitely. Need that tea. Some of the characters you see playing this inspire a lot of thirst. This is not that kind of channel, Avid. Darn it, I'm distracted again.
Get out.
Posture check. And resume. Just won the chance to make a corny joke. Very corny indeed. I could make a tortilla out of it.
Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
Little bit of brotherly rivalry, I'm sure. Here we go. Let's go ahead with this. Mix it up and we'll see what playstyle works best for us.
Crushed.
Ah, so we'd be fishing for counter hits with it, essentially. I wonder if that prevents us from being hit, or if it just makes them capable of damaging themselves.
A key to a weapon.
You yourself go for Divine Dash whenever you roll it. That would have been my other idea. Especially knowing these sorts of games, I imagine the dash is invincible. Usable as sort of a dodge. Yeah, and if we slowly fish for bits and bits of more life, we don't have to worry about losing that 30 at the beginning.
Something for the mirror.
So far, so good. You can use it as a dodge, but you can also use it as
Wretches.
a KIA. Oh, as a Kia car pun, of course. Dodge, of course. Your puns are too powerful. Sometimes they go over even my head. If you said a different car brand, I probably would have understood it a bit better. Ooh, actually, I think that's a great idea of using it as potentially a way to get rid of a lot of projectiles at once.
That must be one of those infernal troves.
Alas, still no line of sight. I have a feeling their AI is actually trying to keep themselves behind a wall.
Delicious.
Not like we have any other options. What do we got in here?
Remain exactly where you are.
Let's make this quick.
Enough.
Well, that's better.
Easy.
Excellent. Never enough of these back at the house.
Like having the deflect on the sword's AoE is actually also a really good option. Especially if we end up having to deal with a lot of projectiles.
Hey, Prince Zed. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I want
Prince
to get back
Zed.
on my feet.
Ugh.
The Fury Sisters don't
That's
want
very
me.
Canadian.
Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
I'll do a bit of Karen's Oval for now.
Cheers, mate.
Careful out there.
Canada represent. British could have also worked.
Great.
I see there's going to be only more and more projectiles over time. Haha, here we go.
One less giant
Welcome back,
crystal.
We are indeed being a big shot right about now.
There's only one heaven.
Unfortunate Price Zed didn't say he was just out for
Anyway,
rip.
in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
No damage. We got the, no, we had the lifesteal ability. We just healed back. any of the damage we took.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
No, I picked the lifesteal ability just because it lets us be a bit more, reckless.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep.
Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can buff that cast up. I want a reason to use it. Yeah, see? And their health's already back up. Easy. Those guys might prove to be trouble for a melee build here. Just the exit over here. I'll gladly take another one of those keys. Ooh, that was spicy. You see that triple deflect right there.
What do we have here?
That's a pretty good one. I don't think we've seen over here what this one is.
Kieran's shop.
Ah, of course. It's just the shop. Not bad. A bit of health we will not need. I'll take a bit of life max here. Very helpful.
Hey, Kieran. If there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you?
Gonna listen and work at the same time, so I'm gonna be background noise. I hope I can help you be productive. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Great.
Not much of a talker, is he?
You found me, little nephew, strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman. That means you win my blessing.
Might of the sea.
Very, very few words indeed. I'm already out of tea, so let me go ahead. And before we proceed, grab another quick glass. I'll be right back. Hopefully I did catch Aaron before his departure. The sword fighting stuff does sound very cool. Keep me updated on that.
Even if you manage to get past me, there's no getting out of Asphodel. You saw what it was like. You really want to go back there?
Even if we're not getting to Outer Wilds so soon. Yeah, do let me know if there's anything you absolutely can't miss, and I'll try to make my schedule work if you do have any advanced knowledge on your end.
Past the river of flame.
You're more stubborn than your father. I never thought that such a thing was possible.
Oh, you haven't met me yet.
That was nothing.
Oh, that's where my cast was.
Coming close to Zagreus.
Not a scratch.
Ah, it does knock them all back. This is exactly what we would have wanted for this boss fight. Easy. It's funny, I tried to use my Dead Cells parry button and hit Y. Oh, trap. And gotcha.
Got you.
MVP was definitely that reflect there.
This holds some sort of power, but for what?
I ought to lock you up in Tartarus.
Don't mind me, Father.
Well, we're not gonna need any more health. You said the fountain here gets rid of our boons, or just double checking? Because I didn't know if we were trying to exchange stuff here or what. Just double checking. No, the blood fountain does.
Payment in full.
Whatever that means.
Till next time, Tartarus.
Healing fountain you actually need to use even if you're at max health. Sometimes there's special sassy dialogue if you are forced to use a fountain at full health.
This heat.
Got it, so just hit that every time. Noted.
Wait, Magus.
Ah, so they take the damage from the fire as well. No way I'm getting that cast back.
That was for last time. Right there.
Easy enough.
Off we go.
Cast comes back to you automatically if you don't pick it up after a while. Good to know.
Flingers.
Looks like they slowly take more damage over time.
Almost there.
And he leaves me a little trinket afterwards. Noted. And do this song and dance again. Not much I think we'd be buying from a shop, so let's go over here. One nice thing about the Magman traps is all of them usually do affect the enemies too. So we can actually use the environment pretty well. In Dead Cells, we don't usually find very many rooms that have traps in them. Usually they have the rooms with traps as a separate platforming challenge. And then you have to do the combat when that comes to it. Looks like he doesn't want to flinch. Noted. Ow. Avoid the bombs coming back down, just in case. Lifesteal's doing very, very well for us. There's an area later on where using the environment to your advantage is very helpful. Ooh, we got 3 options. But I don't know which is which or what means what, so I guess just pick one at random. We'll get used to recognizing all these little symbols. Ah, a little challenge room. Presumably.
No effect.
And there we go. So it looks like the guys with the yellow outline are only going to take damage from our special, probably. That would be my first guess.
That sound. That was revelry? People having a
Ah, here we
Sure
go.
then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Is it time to party?
Hey there, Zag man, how's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
God of wine. I'd love me a bit of that. Hangover. Victim keeps taking damage. Can stack up to 5 times. Drinking waters from the underworld fixers restores some heart. Well, we already have the lifesteal doing pretty well. I think... I don't even know if we need the emergency health restore. The best defense is a good offense. If we kill them faster, we won't have to worry about turtling around so much.
Gorgons.
I like that it's not referred to as poison, but instead as hangover, specifically. It's a nice little charming detail. Uh-oh. Yep, don't want that to happen. Okay, so they home in on us, too. Worth being careful about.
Gods grant me strength.
I think the dash might work. Yeah, it fits for Dionysus, of course, being so overindulgent on alcohol. Let's see, Poseidon or more of those little pomegranates. Yeah, the dash is something that we use basically all the time, so any upgrade to it will get us a lot of use. Haha, deflected. We're getting pretty good so far. Yeah, the lifesteal just lets us be very, very reckless.
Big Hades, he is disagreeable with all of us, not just with you. So don't you take it personal and stick with me.
Not just any Hades, but a big Hades. Bosses are probably what are going to give us the most trouble. So, anytime we can make that last less... I'll continue hoarding cash, as I usually do. A hydrate posture check and a stretch. Oh yeah, definitely need to loosen up. I'm kicking too much ass in the underworld. Don't get sloppy now. Well, another chance to buy things could never go wrong. The cash is for this run only. Indeed, I did see the little notification that all the money returns to Karen. But I did see just ahead that we have an opportunity to spend it. Is that a euro? Is that a euro? Of course it is.
You know, one thing I'll say for Charon there, he doesn't talk too much. And since neither do you, I'm letting you have this.
Ah. When it's dislodged. Most of the enemies we're fighting get killed before that even takes into account, so the ever so small damage buff should probably be pretty useful. Looks like Karen doesn't have to say anything to us. Here we go. Well, I'll buff up one of our better weapons.
Hello?
Next boss, perhaps?
Oh, great.
Gotta be the head. Got it. Next phase begins. Ah, there's gonna be more of them. I was indeed starting to worry that it might have been too easy. One down. Alright, you gotta kill the flunkies first. Ah, not good enough. Bringing back more of your friends. A lot more of your friends this time.
Who are you?
Careful, careful. Ooh, that one. Okay, so we cannot lifesteal if his shield is up. Multiple this time. Got him! The fact that I said basically the exact same thing as Zag did. We're just on the same vibe here. That's why I'm doing so well.
Should fetch me something good back home.
I just got the flow going on, you know?
Go no further, boy. I'm warning you.
Or else what, Father?
Just try and stop me. Slain foes have a chance to drop healing. We might not need so much of that. It's an investment, but I'm pretty sure we'll do well.
Enough of this place. Clear.
Wonder how far along we are.
Elysium. Just need to storm my way through that eternal paradise.
Anything that nets me more health is a bonus to make up for what we have as a weakness.
That eyeball, is that him? One's rearming. Damn it, one's come back.
Okay, so I imagine that has to do with all the eyeballs then. I guess we don't stop those turrets on the side from firing. At least not until we clear out everything else. That's what it looks like, at least. Yeah, and the turret's auto-fire.
Feeling tough.
Noted. So it looks like those guys have a few auto attacks that they deal. And then luckily, we can lifesteal off the little eyeballs they drop. Oh, it's the butterflies that are hurting me off this guy, I believe. Oh, trust me, Avid, as a game designer myself, I have an idea on what sort of weapons would be powerful. So yeah, all the extra arrows are definitely a boon. Okay, yeah, it is the butterflies that are hurting me.
Bottle of nectar.
The good stuff.
I'll take what's mine.
You know we're doing well enough.
Beef.
Enough, I've better things to do.
Nice.
Just don't know if you've gotten that specific boon yourself before. We don't have much in the way of money, so let's go ahead and rummage for a key and see if we can unlock another weapon. That is a lot of damage we're taking. Can't tilt. We cannot tilt.
This can unlock a weapon.
Oh, 2 keys with that one. I think that does actually guarantee us a little pick when we get back. We've got a couple of little tokens there. And nothing over here. So let's give it a go.
Soul-sucking butterflies.
And did that treasure trove with more health than when we started, which is why I was focusing on the lifesteal so much. It's because it's that good of an effect. There's one down. Sort of. Oh, it's you who's being a pain in my butt. Well, yeah, but I can't focus on the butterfly right. Oh, wait. The other enemies keep happening because of the butterflies, don't they? Because I felt like we KO'd a couple of them. Huh.
Oh, surprise.
A little weird, but alright.
So, you lost a duel to the death with an exalted brightsword, did you? They're pretty much the best of the best, so don't feel bad. It had to happen. But if it's any consolation, it'll probably happen again.
Probably.
We can gift something to Dad. I don't think he'll be very grateful.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor. One whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Stuck here with this paperwork. Kinda reminds me of Have a Nice Death quite a bit.
You have confronted the exalted shades within Elysium, my child. Your father offers them a handsome bounty should they bring your journey to an end. Although I think the pride of vanquishing you would more than suffice in getting them to take up arms again.
I'll make them work for it at least.
You know, she's been the least hostile to us so far.
Nix? You've done so much for me, I thought you might like this.
You know your father does not like it when nectar is doled out on the premises, dear child. However, I am not he, and I wished regardless to provide you a token of my affection.
What do we got?
I'm very grateful, Nix.
More dialogue over here just as well.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry.
Well, you died
I actually
twice.
managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Righty ho, before we begin one more run, I do need to take another break since we haven't done a formal break so far. This might be a long one, so I will be back in a few. Tab back in over there. Sip of the tea, and we shall resume. I do hope everyone's in attendance. Striking foes from behind. Well, might as well. Restore 50% of your health instead of dying when your life total is depleted. 1 time per rank. Ah, that's going to be very big for the second time around. Sounds like a very important one to have. And welcome, Zeros. How you doing?
How's it going?
I've been practicing my Zato. I might be looking for friendlies this next coming week. Or even this weekend. You know what? I'll give the shield a look.
Aegis, shield of chaos. Lend me your power.
Oh, you got one.
Huh. And we get a shield throw. That's pretty cool. But other than that, pretty standard attacking pattern. Just looking over some of your replays. Oh, there's a lot of knowledge to be found there. I still have to be doing a lot of labbing with Zato. I've gotten to the point where I think I have a decent grasp of his neutral, but I need to actually make sure that when I get in, I'm doing actual setups that don't leave me at a disadvantage after I get it knocked down. I need to do the proper unsummon resets and stuff like that.
One more time.
And actual pressure. A lot of people can still jump out of whatever I'm doing.
That must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus.
Oh, he's practicing. It's Aphrodite, isn't it?
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
I knew it. What do we do here? All of it is weak. They deal less damage after we hit them. I guess we might as well put in whatever points we can into dashing. Plus, that means that if in any chance we end up on the end of danger after a few dodges, we should do at least a little bit better. I like it. The shield's pretty fun. Very curious geometric flames they have here. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Get a bit more health. And we will end up picking a lot more as we go along, because we don't have that effect that lowers our maximum health. Okay, I wondered if that was just the one-time thing there, or if it was a permanent max health reduction. Of course, like in all media that have a throwable shield, it's going to bounce off of enemies multiple times.
this can unlock something back home.
Which we will gladly do whenever we get back there. Ooh, I quite like that.
It's just the edge I need.
Hold special to charge your throw for extra base damage. Bull Rush instead fires a piercing shot. I like the fact that it moves us, so let's keep that around.
Done and done.
I think that one might let us weave some more interesting offense in between all of our other shenanigans. Especially in preparations for enemies showing up like this. Could go for a little bit of wine.
Hey, lads.
Make an explosive entrance, of course. Seems we don't get any excess damage after getting rid of a shield, so no need to pour any extra damage to get rid of the yellow health bar.
Oh, hey, you must have had a run-in with the lovely Aphrodite, am I right or am I right there, Zach? But I have just the thing to go with her.
I figured you two would know each other. I like the idea of having that damage resistance. Also, that one's the epic one, so probably one of the better choices regardless.
No chance. Who should I give this to?
We know the dog is an option. I'd like to give that a try sometime. There we go. There's our encounter.
Wretches.
I was hoping we could avoid that. But it looks like we were hit with the slowdown regardless. Shield's kind of weird. Very awkward to play. How does the defend do? Ah, okay, so I'm perhaps not using it right yet. Well, I do love me a defensive weapon. So let's just change our approach with it. Haven't seen him in a while. Why not?
Lord Ares, please accept this offering for giving me such strength as necessary to succeed.
He's no dog, but...
Death-inflicting kin. And I am feeling generous as well, so here, a small token for you of my affection.
You have my thanks, Lord Ares.
A blood-filled vial, whatever that does for us.
Down there since last we met, my kin, and that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
Amen. We're getting rid of some people twice.
This means war.
Let's head our little ways over here. Oh yeah, that'll be very useful from a distance. Huh. So that actually makes sense. There's a, new weapon from a few updates back in Dead Cells, which actually has a Doom effect and it does exactly that. Has a delayed hitbox that drops down on someone. However, instead of being little red bolts, it's actually a gravestone that drops on people.
Power of the gods.
That one's already making the biggest difference. Don't think we have many other weapons yet, so let's go over here and get ourselves a little bit of purple, shall we?
Farewell.
Alright, more defending. Gotta note that. Got ourselves a little bit spoiled when we were using that lifesteal earlier. Another little spot for Ares, it looks like. Guess we do get to spend a lot of time chatting with... Ah, two of them. Are the weakness effects really helping us that much? It sure doesn't feel like it.
Neutrality was not an option here.
First time playing Hades. Indeed it is. And so far, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We can actually stack it, but I don't think we can reapply it enough times. Let's go from Pending Doom so we can stack up a lot of damage.
I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to rejection, love. But you must be accustomed to swift death. Here comes one for you now.
Ah, there would have been someone upset either way.
Appreciate this. Let's give her a show then.
I probably don't need to focus too much on trying to toss the shield out over and over again. Or charging it, at the very least. Okay, it's those guys who are being the biggest problem. The guys tossing bombs everywhere. I was wondering where the other one still was.
Squabble can be put to bed for now. I'm better for the moment, but I was very angry with you, love.
No hard feelings.
I feel fabulous.
That's certainly a choice of word for sure. Completed it 100% true ending, but it takes a while. You want to be called sensei or professor? Professor, I'd say, is preferable, but either or works. And if I ever did have a Japanese-speaking audience, I'd expect them to say sensei. Whatever's more comfortable for you should suffice.
Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out? Brilliant.
You can either get more max health, or I think I'd like to have that instead.
Oh no.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Oh right, we're already doing this part. We can probably block those with the shield. Okay, so we can block those attacks like that. Sorry, I can't respond. I try not to let myself be distracted in combat. Especially considering stuff like that happens if I just so much as talk. Even instead of thinking of response. Right, we haven't even used our cast. We were so close too. You're American, but you have German and Irish blood, so just call me Professor. Need any advice, or have you already beat Hades himself? This is our very first time playing the game, and I think that's our third run attempt. So it will take me a few runs to get accustomed to it. Let's try to keep the backseating minimal as much as possible.
When the spikes come out.
I have not.
Over time, I'm going to develop a lot better focus and muscle memory after playing this over and over again.
Here's the fee. The fated list of minor prophecies. That sounds somewhat exciting, I suppose.
Whatever that does.
That useless bit of parchment.
Continuing to mock us.
Wonder where Nyx went.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Yeah, it'll be a bit before we get to the final boss. And also, no spoilers whatsoever. Although it's hard not to be spoiled by the fact that Hades is the final boss. I mean, that's pretty obvious. What does this thing do? List of rewards for doing some little things here.
My extended family seems an interesting lot.
Ah, I imagine that's if we escape. Alright. Gives us a few extra little bonuses for accomplishing objectives here and there.
Growing stronger.
We're not usually trying to attack enemies from behind very often. I would prefer the survivability.
Let's see what's in here. Varatha, the Eternal Spear. Join my pursuit.
What is that thing?
Got something new to try.
Ah, we have little things we equip. And we can only do one at a time, as expected.
Hey Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know, there's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
The snark. I appreciate it. Wonder what our other two weapons here are.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
And terrifying it is.
Not that orderly, really.
That's the spirit.
Ah, and then we gotta go pick it back up. Straightforward enough. Let's do one final run for this evening.
Bye, everyone.
Since that will get us a little bit of an introduction to each and every one of the weapons we have available here.
Gust of air.
Who do we
There's a
got?
mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
What you got for me? I prefer the ability to navigate.
Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Ah, and a little yellow twinkle we could have seen. Oh, we can bring it back. And then it counts as attacking from the other side.
A key for back home.
I like the spear. So far, I think I like the regular sword best. Let's see what Ares has for us.
Death Dealer, I so look forward to the pain you shall inflict this time around.
Especially to the microphone right there. Finally, something that looks like the cast will actually be working right. I like the idea. I like it. Hey, where'd that cast go? I didn't see it drop.
Thank the gods.
It's probably... Okay, it was off screen, it looks like. Doing their best to avoid me. I see how it is. Luckily, our projectiles pierce through them pretty well. Pretty reliably. There we go.
You arrived sooner than anticipated, cousin, and my estimations seldom are inaccurate. All for the best, of course. Perhaps you're simply faster than I thought.
We're just doing that well.
Appreciate the backup.
Might be a little weird with the spear, but worth a shot. Especially now that it's one-shotting all the little guys.
Gemstones.
And we'll be hanging out with Ares today, I guess.
Let's go, Doomstone.
Okay, so the lasers he fires don't seem to just go in any which way direction. They specifically go towards the stones that are out here.
Who else? You'll be back, won't you?
It's all about that last minute push we have. A little bit of doom on an attack should do a bit better. We are a little lacking in the damage department.
I get the feeling I am being watched. At least I'm picking up some coin. Got to hold on.
Ah, close.
All right, break it up.
There we are.
Spear is a little bit of a hassle to keep track of. Maybe I should just button mash a lot more. Well, we do lose coins at the end of our run, so might as well.
More wretches.
Geez, Zeros. At that rate, I might as well just play sole bad guy, shouldn't I? It's kind of funny, though. He is basically the tertiary character I have to play.
Back to dust.
Maybe I should play this off stream a bit.
I can still fight.
I'm going to go on the left, since I don't think I'd survive another little boss fight there.
The power of the gods.
More doom, more deflect. As much as I like it, it doesn't seem to be hitting very much. Let's go ahead with a bit more doom damage here. And another key. Well, finally that did some damage. Could have sworn I dashed out of that one. Oh, I played Dead Cells earlier today. I keep autopiloting and using B to dodge. Maybe I should do that. I'll just give it a bit of practice off stream.
What? Oh, says here one of the wretched thugs got you. Too bad. They're slow, but they hit pretty hard, I guess. Have you tried moving out of the way?
Smug, are you?
I haven't, no.
For shame.
All right, y'all were waiting for it, I'm sure.
There's a good boy.
Permit the dog his rest.
Every game with a dog needs the pet button.
Call my chambers a mess. Look at your desk, Father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself? Seeing as I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Sure, happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy. Contractor,
That's
mind
an
looking into your
idea.
court musician's sentence when you get the chance. There we go.
Switch keepsakes between underworld region.
In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Any game with anything cute can be improved with head pats. Noted. It might be feature creep, but it would be incredibly necessary for whatever project I have lined up.
You liberated me from my eternal punishment, and so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
I detect a hint of sarcasm there.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
I have a consolation prize.
Hey, mate. Here. I got this from my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so in turn, I have a gift for you.
You're too kind, mate.
Prophecy fulfilled. Noted.
Hey, the lounge is open.
Oh. Haven't been here before, and I already see best girl.
Oh, the prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I, just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today. I'm headed out for a while.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Very expressive little bean. Humorous.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Let's take ourselves a cruise around the facility here, but I don't think I'll be doing another run. It's about dinner time on my end, so I might as well get to that. Are you a fella who talks? Unfortunately not.
The Olympians
Tisk,
can't really see
what a
much
shame.
Phoenix. I mean, not very well. I get that they can sense details here and there, but they don't know the full extent of what's going on. Are we really so far beyond their influence?
You are enshrouded from them, child. For your own benefit and theirs. They know as much as necessary to assist. And I trust they shall, for as long as you require. They are bound to one another as family. And they know that you require aid. Do not be too prideful to accept.
I won't.
Got ourselves another little entry here.
Believes it was through his own choice that he procured the fated list of minor prophecies, but it was preordained.
Oh no, not this determinism thing again.
Yeah. Cringe.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. Tartarus is gloomy enough without Orpheus in it.
Something in here about a spear. Ah, it's all the little effects we can get. Noted. There's 2 more of them. Wonder when we unlock them.
I can get stronger. Ready, I think.
Nothing else we can do for the moment. Ah, right! We have a few more contracts we can fulfill now. Chambers may contain urns with a small bit of money. I will take the health. That's just what generally lets us survive for even longer.
Someplace else.
Oh, you know what? Why not do it again?
This isn't a good expenditure of resources, then I don't know what is.
What are you prattling about now?
Here you go. I'll be on the lookout for this when I'm in the area.
Keep it down.
More stuff for us to smash.
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's going to fire her even without something like this.
Aw, how skittish she is.
The House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man.
He still speaks to us. From the next room over, of course. I like it. I very much like it. However, I do have a schedule to tend to. In any case, we will be making our departure for now. We do not have a stream scheduled for tomorrow night. Our next stream will be getting back into Guilty Gear on Friday, in which we will be focusing on the fact that, well, I do believe I'm going to be switching my Guilty Gear main to Zato instead of Gold Lewis. And with a tournament coming up the week after, I do need to get in as much practice as possible. So, I hope to see you all then. I'll be hanging around, always willing to respond on Discord. Might be in there sometime tomorrow evening. Possibly. I've been thinking about just doing a lot more chill with Skyrim, or possibly even the game dev in that time in between. Anywho, I'm sure y'all are quite willing to have a bit more stream time here, so let me find y'all someone to watch. Who are we looking at this evening? Ah, a lot of folks are playing Guilty Gear. Ah, if y'all want to talk about roguelikes, I don't know that we've ever given Todokai a visit. Or it would have been a long time ago if we had. So, go ahead and give Todokai a... We'll go with a standard science raid, since we don't communicate with him often enough. I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you everyone for your attendance. Class is dismissed.